So I'm making a quick little video. I mean, you can already tell by the title, 5 computers I bought. I got them all off Facebook. I'm kind of making this video just to show you that there are good deals to be found if you wait online. Because I know a lot of people that like to go all brand new route, which in some ways it is good because you have the security of buying all new parts, but if you do wait, you can get really, really good deals. All 5 of these computers I got for 500 bucks. Most of them are 4th gen i7s, and 4 of them have GTX 970s, and 1 of them has a GTX 770. So I'm going to go through them individually, show you the insides. They're all really cheap, but they all do work, and they're a little dusty, but I'll clean them out. And in the future, I'm not sure if I'll be doing individual videos for each computer, but I'll see as time goes on. So starting off with the first one, the CPU in this one is an i7-4790. Sadly, it is not the K version, but still pretty good. It has a GTX 970, a 1TB Samsung SSD, and it also had a 256GB Samsung SSD, but I took that out and I'll probably use that in something else. A lot of the cases throughout the computers are all the same. 2 of them use this, and then the other 3 have something like this, but without a plastic side panel. So I'll go ahead and take off the side panel and show you the inside. So here is the inside. Probably needs a little bit of cable management, but nothing too bad. Also, I forgot to mention this one has 16GB of RAM and a Rosewill 850 watt 80 plus bronze power supply. And it also has a CD player on the front, which is pretty cool. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Moving on to the next one, this one doesn't have a clear plastic side panel, it's just a metal side. But pretty similar specs. It also has an i7-4790, 16GB of RAM. This one has a 500GB SSD, and it also has a GTX 970, but it is the MSI version, not the EVGA one. The next 2 are so similar, I'll just show them in one clip. So they both have, again, an i7-4790, both have 16GB of RAM, they both have a GTX 970. The one on the left has the EVGA version, and the one on the right has the MSI one. The one on the right has the Rosewill 850 watt that the others have, and the left one actually has a 850 watt Rosewill, and it's 80 plus gold certified. Both of these are probably the dustiest out of the few, mainly just the graphics card, which is probably the easiest to clean because I can just pop it out, clean it, throw it back in, and then I'll wipe down the power supplies. But all of these I'll probably wind up keeping the same and then just selling them. Now this is the last one. This is the one that's different from the others. It has an i7-4770 non-K, and it has a GTX 770, but comes with the same Rosewill 850 watt power supply, 16GB of RAM, and I believe this one has a 1TB Samsung SSD. I'll go ahead and pop off the side panel now. So now that the side panel's off, not horribly dusty, but could be a good amount cleaner. I'll probably wind up swapping the case out to I believe it's the Talos E3, and then I picked up a GTX 1080 for $80, which I'll probably be swapping into here too, and then I'll just keep the graphics card on hand for other builds. But I'll probably wind up doing another video on this one specifically fairly soon, when I decide to build it. Not sure when that will be, but that's pretty much it. I would say some tips on buying gaming computers on Facebook is you will have better luck with the reliability of the computer if you look for a listing that's, nice pictures, a lot of reviews from the seller, but often the prices will be marked up because, they know what they have, they know it works and stuff. So if you do want to flip computers, or you just want to find really good deals and you're okay with taking a little bit more risk, I would say try to go with listings that look like crap, ones that the pictures are all blurry, maybe they don't have very many pictures, there's nothing in the description, because a lot of the times I find good deals, you find listings that look bad and then there's nothing in the description. You actually have to go out and ask the person what the specs of the computer are. Either they don't really know much about the computer and you can check out the specs when you get there, or They just don't really know much about computers and they're just kind of trying to get rid of it. A lot of factors can help you get a good deal. With these, he was just trying to get rid of them fast. He had a pretty good amount of inventory from his dad. So I just came in. I had to go over to his house for about 3.5 hours because he didn't know much about the computers. So I went through, I had to download Windows on all of them, and then I had to run benchmarks on them and to make sure they worked, and then obviously check the specs. And he said, before I did even come over there, he said he was firm on $100 a piece for them, which I thought was pretty fair. You know, I didn't know the specs heading over to the house, but I could tell from the pictures that they were decent. So yeah, that's pretty much it.